What? Where am I? What?
Hello, sir. Sir, we're here.
I'm looking to my left, to my right. Right in front of me.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, handsome. Who are you? Where am I?
You're on the passenger ship, sir.
Am I? Did I just awake from cryosleep?
That's right, sir. Unfortunately, we're about 90 years early.
Not 90 years.
Yup.
Oh my God. So what does that put us? What we left in 2025? 2055?
Yes.
Oh my God. Who's the president? Wait, we don't even know. Wait. Oh my God. This is crazy. We're never even gonna make it to Earth 2.
We might never make it, but I'll be honest. Like, I woke up first, and I was kind of hanging around here for about 20 minutes, and I figured I should wake you up too.
You only made it 20 minutes?
Yeah, just 20. Like, I did a quick lap, and I was like, I can't fucking do this. There's 5,000 souls aboard this ship.
I guess you couldn't scroll.
No,
I don't blame you.
They don't give you anything here, first of all.
Not even an iPad?
No iPad. Obviously I went to the cafeteria first, and it was just like fucking...
How's the food sitch?
It's like 1 minute oats, like fucking oatmeal.
No Uncrustables?
No, I thought there would be Uncrustables, but
Oreos?
there's not.
Oreos for us fat fucks?
It's just oatmeal. Unless, did you pay for like the higher tier?
Because I did, so I get the protein oatmeal.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, maybe if there's extra, maybe you could give me some of the protein oats while we're on the passenger ship.
No, I mean, I'm trying to bulk right now, so I mean...
Okay.
I don't know if I could cut, I'm trying to get shredded for the new world, but I guess that's not going to happen. And it's only us?
Yeah, it's just like something fucked up with my pod. And
hey, guys.
What? Who?
I thought you said, hey, guys, how you doing?
Who are you?
Ronnie from down the street pod.
Down the street pod?
Down the street pod, yeah. You know how there's like rows and rows of pods?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I call it street pod. I've been up for a little bit. I'm kind of walking around too. Do you guys know there's no iPads here?
We were just talking about that, actually. Wait, I've just been awake for 20 minutes. I thought my pod would malfunction. How long have you been?
Oh no, I opened yours up.
Wait. You opened yours up?
Yeah.
You woke me up, man. Fuck you. Fuck you.
You looked like you slept enough, man. I kind of liked your vibe. You wearing a Beatles t? Are you wearing a Beatles t-shirt?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Beatles more.
Who's your favorite Beatle?
I don't know. Probably John some days, Paul others, but...
Can you guess mine?
I don't know. Do you like Paul too?
I kind of have a favorite.
Okay.
I kind of like them all evenly.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So how long have you been awake?
Like 2 hours, probably like 2 hours. I don't have a watch, but yeah, I don't have an iPad, but yeah, probably about 2 hours.
All right.
Yeah. So my dad actually paid for this.
Your dad?
Yeah, he paid for this.
Who's your dad?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Are you the bastard child?
He said, I gotta get you off this earth.
You do a really good impression of your dad.
I spent a lot of time with him. We spent weeks on the farm, and he taught me to play saxophone.
That's sick.
Oh, yeah. And I'm also here. Did you wake me up? No? I just woke this guy up because of the Beatles shirt.
No, I woke you up, man, because I don't know if you remember this. Like, we used to do a podcast together. Like, way back.
Oh.
Way back. This was like in the 2020s. We were friends for a while.
I'm thinking, yeah, it must be the cryosleep, man. I'm kind of drawing a blank right now.
No,
Did you also have wet dreams from the cryosleep? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I had a lot of them. I'm covered right now.
Yeah, I woke up and my pants were permanently stuck to my
undercarriage, and I had
Wait, who are you? Are you the guy who woke me up?
Yeah, my name is Scott, and I woke you up.
Wow, there's 4 of us now. Not a single babe. We really planned this poorly.
Just as dudes up here on the passenger ship.
We could play 2-on-2 basketball.
Let's do it.
Just like me and my dad and George W. Bush and George H.W. Bush used to play.
And Obama.
Well, it's 2-on-2. That was as a 5th person, so that's not what I said. You're putting words in my mouth.
What do you say? Let's go play. Come on, boys. Let's go play.
Come on, everyone. Let's hoop.
Let's ball. Space, the final frontier. These are the new podcasts from Shelf Warmers. Its mission, to explore space-themed movies on the shelf, to seek out both forgotten gems and box office flops. To boldly watch movies no man has seen before. Welcome to Space Warmers.
Dun, 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 dun.
Not yet, man. Not yet.
Bump, bump. Space and dump.
We won't accept you guys to that any longer. But we'll be hey, listen, we'll be back for one more, I think. I think we have one more Elf Warmers in us.
Yeah,
this holiday season.
We can't sustain it as like a yearly tradition, but
there's simply not enough.
There's a sequel in the works to go Hollywood talk. It's in development.
If this merger goes through, the Elf Warmer property is very valuable.
Yeah. And if Paramount buys us, Christmas is back.
I feel like
Christmas was canceled. Paramount's bringing Christmas back.
I feel like people haven't actually really been talking about this in terms of like Shelf Warmers is part of the deal.
Oh, I thought you might have not been talking about in terms of Christmas. Paramount's making a commitment today. We're releasing 30 movies a year from Warner Bros. And Paramount. 5 of them will be Christmas movies because Christmas is no longer canceled. There was a war on Christmas.
And the guys...
And it's over.
The guys at
we're bringing our troops home.
Need more movies.
And we're bringing our troops home.
We're bringing the little elves are coming home. Can you imagine if we just had to take in a bunch of like elf refugees in this country?
I would love. Okay, I don't want to see like AI content. But the only AI content I'd be interested in seeing is like videos of elf soldiers coming home and surprising their kids.
Are the kids also elves or are they fully grown? Like taller?
They're snowmen.
Okay, it's
the snowmen kids.
It's all Christmas themed. But we're not doing Elf Warmers just yet.
No, it's Space Warmers.
This is our first episode of Space Warmers.
In space, no one can hear you pod.
Wait, that's good. We got to save that. In space, no one can hear you pod.
Except if you're Senator Mark Kelly. I heard he listened to Shelf Warmers when he was on the ISS.
It's true.
Because in space it's 5 years in the future, so he could get our pods.
Yeah. But yeah, we're doing space movies this month. I'm very excited for this. I feel like this is the most pre-planning we've done for the show at all.
Yeah.
Like we had Space Warmers in the works, I want to say over 6 months ago. We were like, we're going to do space because I looked at the slate for the year and I saw Project Hail Mary was coming out. This was before I think a trailer even dropped. And I was like,
no.
I was like, oh,
I feel like that trailer's been out for a while. I feel like they've done 3 trailers and it's been like a long period of time.
Then I could have sworn that Space Warmers predates the trailer because all I knew was Gosling, Lord and Miller, March release date. And I knew it. You know what's funny? I have a copy of Anatomy of a Fall on Blu-ray right here. That's her, right?
Yeah, that's her. She had a zone of interest in that in the same year, and suddenly I was like, I guess I know about her now.
And now she's a big Hollywood star.
Big Hollywood star with Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes, Thornton Miller. We love Spider-Verse in Germany.
We love it.
We love it. Spider-Man 2099. He is very big over here. Miguel O'Hara. Yes, the blue and red is very special.
Whatever the fuck it is.
But yeah, because you wanted to do Space Warmers, and I pitched the Star Warmers just because it worked so well.
Yeah.
But also, you can't really do Star Wars movies, and we've been over that on the podcast a lot.
And if you keep up to date with the movie world today and you sit tight, you might get your Star Warmer wish in a few weeks. So just sit tight, folks.
Maybe if you're following the saga of Grogu, you might get your wish.
But yeah, we're doing what?
No, it's. I was gonna say I like how they show Pedro Pascal in the trailer because they're like, we have to
his face.
We have to get him in some way. Yeah.
Did they really show his face?
Yeah.
Oh, because I was about to say I don't think he was actually on set because he was so busy last year with fucking.
He was probably on set for 3 days.
That's insane. I mean, in the beginning, it was probably a great gig for him. He's on the big Star Wars show, and then he just became a huge star. But he's been putting in the reps. Like he was on
Eddington,
Narcos.
Fantastic.
Oh, he's so good.
He's in Kingsman 2, which we could talk about. He's in Equalizer 2, which we also could talk about.
Let's do Pedro month. All right,
we should do the Equalizer trilogy.
Canceled. You honestly, every single one of them is a shelf warmer. Whenever Denzel passes on.
Oh, he was looking very thin recently, and everyone was like, "Is he sick?" And I'm like, "Don't manifest that." 'Cause everyone's on high alert now. It's like Chadwick and Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah,
everyone makes fun of them, and they die 6 months later. Everyone's like, "Oh shit."
Twitter killed them.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't say shit about random people who we don't know.
Cut to this podcast where we're definitely gonna have some choice words for Chris Pratt.
Oh, we're gonna tear him a new asshole.
But if you don't know, this is Space Homers, but it's also Shelf Warmers, and obviously I'm Sam,
and I'm Andrew,
and it's a podcast where we watch and discuss movies from roughly 2012 to 2020, also known as the pump and dump period of Hollywood. Not exactly a golden age, but definitely a time of high fertility for Tinseltown.
So fertile, in fact, that we did not see many of the movies produced. So if they're good, bad, or just meh, we're going to cover them all. If it's been sitting on the shelf, well, Sam, it's time to take it down. What are we taking down today? I added at the end. You like that?
I kind of did. I'm glad you asked, Andrew. Today we're taking down Passengers, the 2016 science fiction romance film directed by Morton Tildum. Another random shelf warmer director.
Random fucking name.
He directed Defending Jacob.
Is that the
Apple
miniseries?
TV?
Yeah, with Chris Evans.
Yeah. Stars Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt.
And Michael Sheen.
And the third biggest star, at least with the most screen time, is Michael Sheen.
Yeah.
As the android bartender from The Shining?
Yeah, he's playing Jack Torrance, if you didn't realize.
Like, that's his whole character. And then the Wikipedia also lists Lawrence Fishburne, who's in it for 10
minutes?
I think it's technically 13 minutes. And he plays Gus, the captain of the passenger ship. And also listed here is the great Andy Garcia.
Oh, fuck this guy.
He thinks
he's a Hollywood great. He thinks he's a Hollywood great.
That's
as
right.
we said.
What movie was that?
Oh,
what the fuck? I was sitting in this chair.
Well, yeah.
We're so brain dead.
Wasn't Hail Caesar.
God, this is gonna.
The Geostorm.
Geostorm. Thank you.
Because we talk about how he like.
Oh yeah, he's the president.
How he's kind of hyped up like a Hollywood great. He's mainly in bad movies.
And yeah, there's not like a fantastic Andy Garcia movie.
No, everyone's like, oh, you see Andy Garcia in that flick. Oh my God.
And in this film, he shows up at the very end.
No lines. He's in the trailer, right?
He's in the trailer. His one shot is in the trailer. And in the movie, in the credits, it's like passengers, Chris Pratt, Jennifer. Actually, I think Jennifer Lawrence actually gets top billing.
As she should.
Jennifer Lawrence, Chris Pratt, Michael Sheen, Lawrence Fishburne, Andy Garcia. Which makes me think that there's like a 3-hour cut of this movie out there.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if there's like prologue stuff.
Yeah.
That has him that doesn't just start with the movie just jumping into the ship hitting an asteroid belt.
Right. Yeah, the very beginning of the film.
Also, what a piece of shit of a ship. It's a real fucking Titanic of a ship.
It's
like
just
Jesus.
It's like a spinny, skinny spinal cord. I don't understand the geography of the ship at all.
No.
It seems like
it's come to Geostorm Station.
Well, that was kind of my first point about this whole thing was the 2010s, the Shellformer era, in terms of like the sci-fi space stuff, has like a very distinct look. Not even in a good way.
It's all like a worse version of Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar does it the best, where it's kind of more grounded. And obviously it has like this beautiful Terrence Malick looking cornfield and Dust Bowl era stuff, which is just much more interesting than these random CG, the screens and the computers. Like it all just looks
holograms. Holograms were big.
Holograms were huge.
But what happened to holograms? What happened to them?
It's funny you mentioned holograms. I was looking into a hologram for the King.
Oh,
the Tom Hanks movie.
I thought you meant like for the president.
The King.
Yeah. Like I was looking at the Trump hologram.
For the King.
Okay, dude.
They're actually really cool. We could buy some for the show.
How come we don't have holograms also? Like that feels like a really easy technology.
But why
are screens just better? I feel like they're not better.
But what do you do with a hologram? Would it be like a Tony Stark thing where it's like in the room and you can touch it? Is that what you're thinking? Or are you thinking just like Obi-Wan? Post it up.
I'm thinking more Obi-Wan, I guess.
For like content? Like you want someone just talking?
I guess like billboards too. Like it'd be kind of funny if like you're walking through like a mini mall.
Yeah.
And a guy's like, if you turn left, you get the GameStop and go 3 doors down for Papa's Pizzeria. And it's just like a guy. He's a hologram.
That would be cool. Kind of like
I guess with AI, that's probably coming soon.
Yeah, who knows?
These celebrity ones though, so it's like you can like have it be Adam Scott or something.
Wait, that actually is going to be the future. You're going to be able to talk. You're going to be able to talk to celebrities who are holograms.
Can't wait.
But guess what? While we wait for these holograms, we can watch Passengers, which I feel like
a hologram from a king. Also, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off on that.
It's just I didn't know anything about the movie other than
it's Hanks and Julia Roberts.
No, it's just Hanks. And I remember seeing the trailer when it came out, and it has Once in a Lifetime in the trailer.
I remember that, yeah.
And Hanks is like saying, he's like, a beautiful house and a beautiful wife. And he's like doing the whole thing. But then the whole movie's about him going to Saudi Arabia and selling these holograms.
He played the comedy festival?
Yeah. And I was
for Burr?
Yeah. And I was looking at it for Toy Story 5 weekend coming up.
Why not, you know?
But it was either that or Sully, so we'll see.
Ooh, Sully would be really fun. I would love to see him land that plane.
Guess what? Sully's like 90 minutes or something crazy.
What? No fucking way, dude.
Oh, bro.
I'm in.
Bro.
But Sam, real quick. This movie opened up on...
Oh, this movie came out?
Movie came out in theaters, if you can believe it. Opened up on December 21st, 2016. Opened up against Sing and Assassin's Creed. Maybe both shelf
That's a time capsule weekend.
Yeah.
I remember all these movies coming out. and not seeing any of them.
Yeah.
But-
I'm also looking at, this was one of the biggest of the movies of the year for Sony. One of the other biggest hits was Central Intelligence, which also would be fun to do on this.
Oh, is that Heart?
In The Rock, yeah. I guess their first collab.
What was that? Oh, then they did Jumanji.
Jumanji, The Next Level.
Jesus.
I loved how Nikki Glaser. I loved how she went after them at the Globes. Those were my favorite jokes of the night.
What was it again? Like, oh,
You're like a Steve Martin short for people under 50 IQ.
that was good.
That's good.
Hopefully Conan can live up.
What if he just does? What if this is okay? What if Conan does the same exact set?
I'd be really disappointed.
He tries it again.
Hones his material.
Yeah. Would you want to tell them what our slate is for shelf warmers to kind of build up some hype? Because I think this is our first clean cut. All 4 of these are shelf warmers. There's no debate.
There was still some debate because I was telling some people about it and they were like, really? Like that one? And I was like, yeah, that one. But
I actually don't know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, so I was
There's 2 that I'm thinking of.
We basically already have the next 3 years of space warmers planned, but these are this is the first batch. We got Passengers, Valerian, and the City of 1,000 Planets or something. I think that's what it's called. City of 1,000 Planets, which is, of course, the Luc Besson film. And then First Man, Damien Chazelle, which is to me...
Get him out. He's locked up.
He's in director's jail for a fucking masterpiece that is Babylon. And First Man is totally his forgotten gem.
Yeah, I wanted to see the Bad Times at the El Royale, and I saw First Man instead because it was playing, and it was like an empty theater.
It's crazy. I mean, it's totally a different... Well, obviously we'll get to it in that episode, but it's a total stylistic divergence for Chazelle, and it's great. And then finally we have Justin Lin's Star Trek Beyond, which I've never seen, but people say it's great.
I feel like I saw it in theaters. I couldn't tell you with 100% certainty, but I really liked Anton Yelchin, and I liked those new Star Trek movies. I remember being really upset when he died, and I think I saw all of the JJ verse Star Trek movies in the theaters.
Really? I definitely saw I don't even think I saw the first one. I definitely... Into Darkness was that was a big deal when that came out.
Yeah,
at least in my world.
Yeah, I feel like my mom was okay with me seeing Star Trek. That was like 8. So, and you were like 5 or something. But I feel like she was okay with me seeing it because she knew Star Trek was like a safe thing. Because I think I missed Iron Man in theaters because she wasn't sure about like Robert Downey Jr. and stuff.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr., who got arrested, probably would affect the multi-million-dollar film made by Disney. No, that's true though. They get scared about celebrities. Our parents are terrified beings.
Parents are scared of Robert Downey Jr.
They're scared of... Did you see Robert Downey Jr. Be the spokesperson for the new Disney cruise line? Adventure, it's called.
God, he loves money.
This is the most egregious. Like, he's not even trying. Like,
he got his Oscar and he's checked out.
Literally, he's wearing a little blazer and he has an Iron Man. He has an Iron Man graphic tee on under the blazer, and he's like,
which like he wears to bed probably.
Yeah, and in bed, and he's just like, Merriam-Webster defines adventure as da da da, and he's like, I'm just so excited to take this escape with all of you on the adventure cruise line.
He's probably never been on a cruise in his life.
No way.
No way.
It was just
super... He's been on Bezos' yacht.
It was super dystopian. Kind of like this movie.
Ooh.
I think
Sam.
I think most of you probably know the premise. I feel like this is one of
And
those
the
movies.
twist.
And the twist.
Probably.
I was watching this, obviously, and
I saw the movie.
I did watch this movie.
We can confirm.
And I can't remember what I landed on, but the whole time I was trying to figure out if I had actually seen Passengers before.
Mm.
And I think I had, because at the time, this was like right up my alley. Because I was Pratt pilled. I'll say that now.
Oh, who wasn't?
I was
But
Pratt
this is
pilled.
his first misstep. I remember that too.
And I loved J-Law. And I was like, I remember the conversation at the time was like, not the first, but like an original sci-fi movie. Like, this is what we've all been waiting for. Like, enough. Like, even 10 years ago, I feel like there was already this fatigue for all the fucking sequels and reboots. And
this is a year after
unfortunately,
Force Awakens.
yeah, it probably had the Force Awakens spot in December.
No, that would have been Rogue One.
Oh, so this came out
Right
after Rogue One?
Probably right around the same time.
See, we forget how good we had it. We had Force Awakens and Rogue One back to back years.
And Last Jedi.
Damn.
Star Wars. And then we said too much. We are full. We're very, very full. You can leave the party.
We are choking on Star Wars and it has to stop.
We talk about this a lot, but I like vividly remember the feeling of despair I had when I left the theater after episode 9.
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker. Like genuinely it like broke me. How bad that movie is.
I think it was so bad that I kind of wiped it completely from my memory. I remember the image of Palpatine on like the crane, and I was like, that's like a mistake. Like
The fucking claw machine.
Yeah, there's no claw machine device in Star Wars. Like, I've never seen this before. Ugh. Anyway, but if you don't know, the film follows two passengers on an interstellar spacecraft carrying thousands of people to some colony on another planet. And I guess it takes 120 years to get from Earth to the new planet where humans will live. And
That nice even number.
And the Wikipedia describes it as when two people are awakened 90 years early from their suspended hibernation.
Well, because I don't think it wants to spoil the plot twist. Which I think we're just gonna look, everyone. We know it's hard to like kind of like do like a plot breakdown.
We're
aware
easy.
of that.
There's like
this is a simple plot, so I feel like we should just get it out of the way. Just get the spoiler out of the way, so we can just have a free ranging conversation. Not be like, and this happens.
But I feel like this specific plot is actually one of the key things to discuss. Where like.
But I mean,
I think the trailer. No, I got you. Like the trailer portrays it as them both waking up.
Yeah,
and it's like, whoa, where are we? But you sit down to watch the movie. Pratt wakes up, and you get fucking 25 minutes of Pratt.
Snooze fest.
Total snooze fest. I think I paused it 2 separate times in the first 25 minutes to go take a walk. I did watch this first thing in the morning with a cup of coffee. And it kept me engaged a little bit, at least.
Yeah, I was somewhat engaged. I watched this over 3 sittings.
13 sittings.
I started it last night. I watched an hour of it. On my lunch break today, on my show I'm working on, I watched half an hour of it. And then at the gym tonight, I watched the last 20 minutes.
That's exactly what, what's his name? Morton Tildum wanted. That's a
Honestly,
fake name.
Yeah, he's probably like, thank God somebody's watching it.
We're breathing new life into Passengers.
I do feel like my parents, like, you know, cause a lot of time I watch these movies now in 2 or 3 sittings, just because of my schedule. My parents love a miniseries. I feel like they probably would be like, yeah, like, you know, like we'll watch movies if it's in 3 parts.
Yeah, what do you think that is? Because my parents also devour Apple TV shows, Netflix shows, HBO. Like they love a show. But as soon as I'm like, guys, like, let's watch a movie. Let's watch this 2-hour thing. They're like,
Because I think it's the illusion of less, even though it's more. Like you can watch an hour episode and you like are like, okay, like I can still have time to do like other shit, like or go to the gym. Like it's the illusion of more.
You're probably right. I guess it just bums me out.
It bums me out that our parents are old and dying, and they can only watch miniseries.
And they're terrified of RDJ and what he might do to the young minds of America.
All my parents want to do is watch Bloodlines.
And just live in ignorance watching Bloodlines.
But yeah, so the plot twist is that we get the first 30 minutes with Chris Pratt. He's trying to figure out how to go back into cryosleep, hang out with Michael Sheen robot, and then he decides
Yeah, it's basically like
to wake
Shining,
Jennifer Lawrence up.
It's like Shining Castaway. He grows a beard.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's terrible. And it's been about a year, we find out.
It's a year exactly. And then they fall in love, and then a year later, on their anniversary of her waking up, it's revealed by Michael Sheen robot, not on purpose, he says it in like an innocent way, that Chris Pratt was actually the one who woke her up.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's name is Jim, and
she's Aurora.
Yeah, she's Aurora, which
Warren's
I guess is like
fucking names also.
Sleeping Beauty. Aurora Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There was all this shit.
I thought she was named after Aurora Borealis.
Well, that as well. There's the Aurora Borealis in the film, but
David
there's all this
Boreanaz.
shit on the IMDb that I'm not even going to mention about like this name actually means this in Greek and this in Latin, and it's like all this highfalutin bullshit that I won't.
What does Jim mean in Greek?
Exactly. Like I'm not even going to waste my fucking breath on that bullshit. But yeah,
so then
there's
she's
the
mad at him
scene
for
where
a
the
little bit.
robot's like, Jim woke you up, and it's literally like a Zolly, like the whole ground falls out of the movie. And if that was a true twist, if the audience didn't know that, if you didn't spend 30 minutes with Chris Pratt and see him wake her up,
Yeah.
if the movie just begins and they're on the ship and they're both
Yes,
up
and
and
they're
they're
in
like,
love.
oh
Yeah.
my God, this is crazy.
It's just the two of us.
And then the robot's like, well, Jim woke you up.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
It would be like, I think it could make this movie
complete misfire
exponentially
because of
better.
that. Yeah, it's complete misfire because of that.
Because then, even in this film, as it's composed now, Chris Pratt, and maybe we're seeing it even more so now because we have some distance from Pratt in his kind of, I call it the Pratt peak of the 15, 16.
He's completely miscast also.
Yeah. But even then, like, you're kind of, you're with him for 30 minutes. You're kind of on his side. But what he does is so unbelievably creepy and strange.
So vile.
Yeah.
And they treat him like a hero still. Like he's still like they still like
they
want us to
redeem him,
like him.
quote unquote.
Which is like the bizarre part. It's so bizarre how they frame him in this movie. It's like a completely like you're right. It sinks the movie. The fact that they want us to still feel for him and for us to be like, yeah, like they should get back together. Like, no, she should kill him.
Well,
She should literally kill him.
There's a scene where after she finds out that he woke her up, essentially killing her.
She's good in that scene also.
Yeah, she is. Classic J Law. She still kind of cares a little bit in this film, I think. She hasn't gone
this
full
is like
Dark
right before her
Phoenix.
break. Yeah.
But Morton Tildum, who we've mentioned, the director, he was talking about Pratt waking her up, and he was like, I think most of us, faced with the same choice, would have done the same thing. Making a movie that leaves people room to argue about what they would have done or could have forgiven makes for fascinating storytelling.
Like, sure, but also he doesn't really even spend that much time on it.
No.
I'd kill myself, honestly.
And the whole movie, you're just like, well, there's 15 minutes where he's talking to Martin Sheen, and he's like, not Martin Sheen. Martin
That would be
Sheen
awesome.
as the bartender would have been cool.
That'd be really good, actually.
I don't know how
He's
Michael
kind of
Sheen.
folksy, sweet.
Oh, Jim woke you up.
You think he's Irish? Really, he's Latino.
Yeah. And but he wakes him. Jim wakes. What the fuck's her name? Aurora. Jim wakes Aurora up.
Is Martin Sheen the most? Is he the first? Is he the first Latino guy that everybody thinks is Irish
in the history of the world?
Yeah,
probably. Yeah. We could write an article about that. But yeah, he comes off like a creep from the jump. Cause then he's watching like her video log where she's talking about her dreams and how she loves New York City, and he's just like watching it, and he's like talking to Michael Sheen, and he's like, I think I'm gonna wake her up, but I'm conflicted. I don't know if I should do it. And he's like, well, okay, like wonderful. He's like, I think at one point he's like, wonderful choice. And it's like, what, dude?
Because there's something off about him too, but that's never really explored. They just kind of are like, oh, we love you.
Yeah, the weird robot bartender. There's that one shot that's in the trailer, and it's obviously in the movie, where Michael, I'll just call him Martin Sheen. It's more natural for me to say. Martin Sheen slams his body on the bar and like slides, and the glasses fly everywhere. Because he's basically like a unicycle with a torso on top of it.
I don't understand how he's connected to the ship. Because he starts freaking out as the ship's malfunctioning, but he's like a standalone thing. Like he has his own power system. Whatever. I'm thinking too much into passengers.
Well, no.
The logic of that.
I'm not a huge like CinemaSins guy. Like I'm not one to watch a movie and be like, oh, like that's weird. Like that wouldn't happen. But there's one sequence in this film that did get me to be like, well, hold on, folks. Hold on here. And it's towards the end because basically, long story long, the beginning of the film, you see the ship go through this asteroid field, and the asteroid fucks up the ship, but the ship has some like defense mechanism.
And you're the plot armor, then this ship is plot naked.
This ship is nude. And it gets hit, and that somehow causes Chris Pratt to wake up from his pod.
Yeah, because the ship gets damaged literally the first time it encounters danger.
So the ship is like
the fucking Titanic.
It is. It should have been Titanic shining in space. But the ship gets like slowly fucked up. Like the ship's almost like sick and getting sicker as the movie goes on. So that causes Chris Pratt's thing to wake up, and then a year goes by, he wakes up J Law, and then more time goes by, and the ship has not fully healed.
No, it's malfunctioning.
And then Lawrence Fishburne shows up.
Yeah, who's like the captain of the ship.
Who's like the captain, and he's like, this ship is fucked. But he's also fucked up.
He's also fucked up because his cryopod was not... Because his pod opened up through malfunctioning of the ship, which doesn't really make sense because that's also happened to Chris Pratt. But his was like really bad. So he's like dying.
He's coughing up. They do the classic movie thing, like he coughs into his hand, and then they show his hand, and it's covered in blood.
Oh, that's not supposed to be there.
And he looks up.
Supposed to be there.
He looks up and he's like, "Whoa, no!"
He's a breath of fresh air for this movie, though, just because he's so good at everything. I'm like, it's fucking Lawrence Fishburne. He's the best.
He is funny because he shows up. He plays Gus, the captain, and
of course,
he's like, "All right, like I'm gonna go investigate the pods and see what happened." And J Law and Chris Pratt look at each other like, "Oh," like she's like, "I think that's a great idea. Like we'll see what you find." And then Chris Pratt, when he's alone with Fishburne, kind of confronts him, and he's like, "So what's up?" And Fishburne's like, "Yeah, like I know what you did. Like you woke her up."
But I don't blame you.
And Fishburne says this line. He's like, "Still, damn." Just like those two words back to back.
Yeah, he's kind of horny in this. He's like a little horny in this.
He is. His final words. He's dressed up in his captain outfit. He's on like the bridge, and he's like he's prepared to go down with his ship. His organs are failing.
How do I look?
Yeah, and J Law's like, "You look great." And he's like, "Lady loves the dress blues." And then he dies.
He dies in Chris Pratt's arm.
But the cinema sins moment is after he dies, the ship really starts to get fucked up. And there's like a classic airlock scene where there's a hole in the ship and like the air is getting sucked into the hole. And Chris Pratt's holding it. And
he's stuck between the doors.
He's stuck between the doors. Like these doors are closing on him and they're almost acting like elevator doors where they're not fully shutting because there's a body
because he's in the way. Yeah,
but if this was a spaceship, like he should be cut in half immediately. But also he's like, kick that, like J-Law's like freaking out, about to go get sucked out into space. And he's like, kick this, kick that. And like this iPad goes flying into the air and the iPad perfectly lands on the hole. And basically,
thanks, Steve Jobs.
It basically plugs the hole that's causing this destruction. But then the iPad starts to break. So then logically, Chris Pratt grabs a fire extinguisher and it literally looks like a cartoon. He like sprays the iPad with the fire extinguisher. And
it's like Bugs Bunny logic.
It literally turns into a cartoon.
And he moved the rabbit hole.
Yeah, exactly. And then he turned to the camera and he's like, "Ain't I a stinker?
And I'm owned by David Ellison now."
Ain't this movie a stinker?
Yeah, we also should say that J-Law is mad at Chris Pratt for like 10 minutes and then she loves him again. And it's really bizarre that they make her like just like forgive him and fall in love with him.
Well, she's like moping around the ship and she looks at her video messages that she has. Do you remember this part?
Yeah.
And her best friend it's all her friends on Earth, like, "Oh my God, like, we're going to miss you." It's
her
like,
best friend just fucking lays it out for her.
It is the worst version of like the Interstellar scene.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's
bestie.
like Casey Affleck, like, "Dad, you never came back and I'm drinking a lot."
Yeah. And then it's literally the girls from How to Be Single.
The Cloverfield.
Yeah. They're all there. Dakota Johnson's there. Rebel Wilson. And
we're getting drunk.
We're getting absolutely smashed over.
We're talking to Alison Brie for the first time.
We're on the photo shoot for the poster.
This man's like, "I'm also here. I'm pregnant. You're young."
That's a good Leslie Mann.
Judd's like, "Oh, wait, no, that's just going to Seth Rogen."
You gotta plug your nose.
"Oh, Judd, should we write Knocked Up too?"
But the one, her apparent best friend is like, "You just need to find a man." It's like honestly one of the most misogynistic movies we've watched.
I kind of felt like there was a lesbian read on that.
Oh.
And that was her, and I felt like she was in love with J-Law, and that was her like mourning her best friend and her love because she's making this insane choice to move to space.
Was this when you were PRing at the gym? You had this thought?
It was when I was eating lunch at the tires break room.
Were people at work like, "What are you doing? What are you watching?"
No, because I don't usually eat lunch with people at work because I break at times that are random. So I don't usually sync up with people. And I usually watch.
So you kept your dignity.
No, yeah. I usually watch like a documentary on my phone or whatever I've been watching. Like I'll do like a little bit of Mad Men, like, for half an hour or whatever. Because I like to watch something and I don't want to just like be like, I'm just going to scroll for half an hour. So I usually sit in the kitchen and watch something on my phone with my earbuds in because I don't usually sync up with my friends to break. So I'm like, I need this time to kind of like decompress. So I rewatched the part of the Mel Brooks doc the other day, just doing that, and it's nice actually.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Look into the production of Tires.
I'm sorry you had to watch this in your downtime.
Well, I fell asleep watching it last night, and I woke up right at the Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia. It's like the last frame of the film.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, it was either no. Sorry, it was. I woke up to the Imagine Dragons,
which is this film does end with I believe an original song, "Levitate."
Yeah,
by Imagine
never
Dragons.
heard that song before.
and it really
Didn't
struck
top the charts.
It really struck a chord with me for some reason.
Oh, absolutely.
It kind of brought
But
me
yeah,
back.
so then I tried to go back, and I went to Andy Garcia, and I was like, oh, he's in this movie, and then I was like, oh, it's like midnight. I'm too tired. I turned it off. I thought I turned my TV off, and I woke up at 3 a.m. to the Roku.
The city?
lights, the city lights illuminating on me.
Nothing more calming than the Roku City
That's
drifting
generally
by.
how I fall asleep every single night.
I haven't had access to the Roku City in a while.
I put on a YouTube video, and then at some point it plays like another video, and then the TV goes into sleep mode. And around like 4 or 5 in the morning each night, I wake up to the Roku City lights, and I try to find my remote, and I click. And I click, it doesn't turn off because it's a weird angle for my TV.
Yeah.
And I try for like 30 seconds, and eventually I get it, and then I roll back over and go to sleep.
That's wonderful. I might just get the Roku City on YouTube and just cue it up
Just fall asleep to that.
like white noise.
Okay, genuinely, I've been falling asleep too. I
What?
really like it actually.
I'm scared.
It's called like 10 hours of Coruscant.
Bro. We're hungry for more Star Wars.
And it's like this cool visual of like it's kind of like Anakin's apartment, I guess, or whatever. And it's
I
like an
think I
apartment.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and you see just out into the city of Coruscant, and it's like rain and thunder, and like you hear like some lights and speeders going by or whatever, and it's like really nice and calming, and I love falling asleep to it.
Well, now you guys at home can do the same. You can be just like us and fall asleep to Coruscant.
Wow.
But yeah, then of course there's a third act. Is there a third act?
They have to. Lawrence Fishburne dies, so they gotta save the ship and all 5,000 passengers.
It was at
And they
this
gotta-
moment where
they
my
gotta
eyes
save
really
the
glazed
reactor.
over. And it's just like nonsense for 25 minutes.
Yeah, this is what I was watching on the treadmill, and like Chris Pratt like fixes it, but then he gets stuck in space.
Yeah, of
And
course
then-
there's a tether scene where he's
It's-
floating around.
It's kind of exactly what happens in Guardians 3. I don't know if you clocked that.
Yes. I was wondering which came out first. I couldn't quite remember which Guardians film it was a part of.
I guess it's also kind of in 1.
That's what I was thinking, maybe.
Yeah. And also kind of in 2 with Yondu. So I guess that's just how every Guardians movie ends.
I'm curious. Like right now in my memory, the Guardians movies are stellar and great. I'm curious how those movies will age.
I think they're pretty good. Jill and I watched them 'cause she'd never seen them before. We watched all 3 in the last like couple of years, like 2 years maybe. I think we liked them all, but I think we liked them. I think they're best in order.
What do you mean? Like 1, 2, 3?
2, 3, yeah.
That's the
yeah.
ranking.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel like we
1 is
enjoyed
great.
ourselves when we saw 3 in theaters, but it wasn't like didn't blow us away. We had fun.
I just remember it honestly being very traumatic for Rocket and the animal cruelty aspects of the
Rocket.
film.
Poor Rocket.
They didn't pull any punches. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like this is a Marvel movie. Like, can't we just? Sorry, I don't want to see a raccoon get fucking abused in Guardians 3.
It's really funny though when it opens up on the acoustic version of Creep.
Yeah,
That's like such a funny decision.
and he's just like slumping around,
Yeah.
bummed out.
Yeah, but this should have been a horror movie. It should have been from the perspective of J-Law.
Yeah, I mean, if it was from her perspective and it becomes like a final girl thing at the end where she has to kill Chris Pratt and
absolutely.
send his ass into space and let him freeze instead of bringing him back to life, which is another fucking batshit scene where she throws him into like the tub and
Yeah.
she's like punching in the computer and and it's like resuscitate him, and the computer's like, you can't do this, like it's not recommended, and she's like, do it all.
Give him everything. He gets
And it's
stabbed like
like-
8 times.
Yeah, he like gets his shit rocked, and I was like, he's not gonna be okay when he wakes up from all this. And he's like, you brought me back.
You gave me ketamine and fentanyl.
Do it now. But yeah, he comes back and they have one last dinner with the fucking robot,
Yeah.
Martin Sheen.
He comes
And-
back as a born again Christian.
He comes back. Yeah, he founds the Halo app or whatever it is. Do you know about that? It's like,
Yeah, I know about that.
my grandma
think we-
told me about that.
I do think we should talk a little bit about Pratt
Oh yeah, I was about to get
and
into
J
that.
Law and just like their career arcs too.
Yeah, so basically the movie ends real quick. They get married, and his whole thing is like, I figured out how to put you back to sleep. Like I can right my wrongs. And she's like, no, like whatever. They get married, and then you cut forward 90 or 88 years technically. Technically 88 years, of course, because they've been hanging around for 2 years. And they basically live this whole life together on the ship, and they plant trees on the ship, and 88 years go by.
She's a writer.
She's
and
a
writing
writer.
a book.
The
But I'd be
door-
more interested in seeing that.
Yeah,
too,
imagine
honestly.
like a Little Women type story of this girl who's a writer, and she's on this ship, and she has to fucking destroy this man who looks like Chris Pratt.
Yeah, and he's kind of incel-y. It's kind of like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
I was thinking too, would it be better if he's hunting her or she's hunting him? I think it would be kind of funny if she's hunting him. She's like, I'm going to kill you. And he's to run around this giant ship.
That would be kind of
And
fun.
you want him to die. And,
See, there's like 6 other ways you could make this movie better, unfortunately. But yeah, the big reveal is like Andy Garcia walks outside, and he's like, he doesn't say a line. He just looks at all the vegetation that's grown on the ship in the 88 years.
where do you think they died?
I was actually, that was the first thought I had. I was like, where's the bones? Like, where are the bodies? Are they
Do you
just,
think they're planted in the tree?
you'd think maybe they would just get sucked out to space.
Yeah, true. Well,
That
they
would've
probably
made-
made it pretty close to wake up, right? I mean, they're only like, she's still in her 20s in this movie.
What?
He's like,
It's
what,
88 years.
yeah, I mean, they
That's a
probably
whole-
made like, they could have made like 60 or 70 years,
How fast does it take for a body to decompose naturally?
Oh, 5 seconds.
It's super quick.
That bit in The Sopranos, Christopher, he digs up that guy he kills in season 1.
Oh,
His beard's grown, and his toenails, and they're like, oh, he didn't have a beard. Christopher's like, oh, like, he didn't have a beard when I killed him. Ugh. They're like, they're gagging.
that show is pretty gruesome at points. But yeah, Jennifer Lawrence had top billing. She got 20 million. Pratt got 12 million.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense for that era.
Jennifer Lawrence has a famous friend named Adele. You might have heard of her.
Yeah, that's the girl whose husband cheated on her, right?
Yeah. Apparently, Adele tried to convince J-Law not to star in this movie because Adele found the questionable love story a little problematic.
Wow.
And,
She's smart.
And Lawrence was like, I'm just going to do it because this movie's going to be a success. And years later, J-Law was like, maybe I should have listened to Adele and not
Yeah,
done
no
this movie.
shit. It's fucking Adele.
But yeah, real quick, this is J-Law's Shellformer era. So Hunger Games, Silver Linings Playbook, Catching Fire, American
Hits.
Hustle,
Hits.
Days of Future Past, Mockingjay 1 and 2. That's a huge career right there. Then things start to
have you heard
slip.
the Tina Fey joke about American Hustle?
What?
Tina Fey at the Golden Globes, Amy Poehler was like, American Hustle is here tonight. Also known as Explosion at the Wig Factory.
Yes. I think
such a good joke. Oh my god.
I wonder if American Hustle is any good. It's probably not.
Can we do it? Who knows?
I think we can do it. I think American Hustle is more Shellformer than Silver Linings. I think we could do it.
Yeah,
and I
Silver
think-
Linings is a hit.
And I think we could do this next film here, Joy.
Joy, yeah. Which is
That's
her first kind of
where-
misstep, right?
Yeah, Joy, Apocalypse, then Passengers, then Mother, then Red Sparrow, then
X-Men Apocalypse. Oh, I was like, what the fuck is Apocalypse?
X-Men Apocalypse. Sorry.
She did Apocalypse Now.
She's in Apocalypse with Martin Sheen. They had worked on Passengers together. And then she does Dark Phoenix, and then basically soft retires for a few years.
And that was the right call. You know, I respect when an artist knows when they have to go away for a little bit.
Yeah, I really wish she had gotten a nom for Die My Love.
Yeah, how did you feel about that movie?
She's fantastic in it. And so is Pattinson. I mean, it's a really freaking good movie.
Yeah,
It's kind of like a Woman Under
I
the
didn't-
Influence.
love it, but I respected it.
But
And
yeah,
then
Pratt, like, he got 12 million. I feel like Pratt and J-Law are kind of these emblematic figures of the shelf warmer era.
you like the last kind of movie stars, sort of.
And I feel like their careers are pretty similar, where J-Law does like 4 Hunger Games movies. Pratt does like 4 Marvel movies of varying quality.
He's,
They
he's
get-
mainly in good ones.
They get jump started right around the same time. Pratt's in Zero Dark 30. Obviously, Parks and Rec.
I wouldn't say that was his jump start, but yeah.
I feel like that was his first, like, he's in movies now. He's in Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, I guess, but I guess I don't think of like. I feel like he wasn't cast in Guardians or Jurassic World because of Zero Dark 30.
Okay, do you think it was fucking Delivery Man?
I think Parks and Rec
You think
probably
it was
got
her?
him the audition for Guardians, and then that got him the Jurassic World, and then that got him the Passengers.
And then that got him Onward.
And Tom Holland.
He's in Her. He's in Lego Movie. Honestly,
That's
2014
his
alone.
best role.
Lego, honest, that's his best role.
Yeah.
Best movie, best role. He's
He picked-
perfect in that as what's his face?
Emmett
Emmett. I was gonna say Ethan, but that's not right.
as Ethan Hawke.
As Ethan Hawke. Guardians, Jurassic World. He's in Gem and the Holograms as a cameo, which I feel
Awesome.
like we have to do that movie. He's in the Magnificent Seven, Anton Fuqua's
Oh, that's
remake.
pretty good actually.
Yeah,
I like that movie.
Passengers, Guardians 2, Infinity War, Fallen Kingdom, Lego Movie 2, which I feel like is a shelf warmer,
It's pretty solid actually.
and then Endgame, and then Onward, which is actually, I think Onward is technically the last shelf warmer movie, just by our arbitrary timeline.
Well, yeah,
Being
and like Invisible
pre-COVID.
Man, the Call of the Wild, Sonic.
He's in Sonic?
No, I just mean like in general, like for 2020 movies, like more 2020 movies.
Yeah.
Do you think he was in The Invisible Man?
For a split second, I was like, oh, yeah, maybe he was. But I drew the line at Sonic. Hold on now. Pratt is not in Sonic, bro.
He's not in Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. I know somebody worked in that movie, and they said Harrison Ford was great.
That's great to hear. We always love when it's super cool dude. Great dude. My grandma had some words about Chris Pratt when we were watching the film.
What'd she say?
Is he popular, this guy? What's the appeal? He used to be married to the little blonde girl from Mom.
A little blonde girl from Mom is a good description of Anna Faris. Because you know exactly who he's talking about.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know, Bobby.
Who fucking cares?
She was the one who told me about the Wahlberg Chris Pratt Hallow thing. He's become definitely less and less interesting.
He kind of piqued my interest again on the Guardians 3 tour when he made that joke about James Gunn having sex with the doll that they made of him. Do you remember this? Because they made the Chris Pratt lifelike a doll for Guardians 3 for the opening when they're walking with him and he's drunk or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And James Gunn misspoke about like somebody having like he said something, but it sounded like he said, and this is not what it was, but like having sex with a doll, and Chris Pratt like wouldn't let it go, and it's like one of the funniest interview bits I've seen in a while.
I gotta check that out.
So maybe I will post that on the Instagram for this week.
Yeah, keep a lookout on the IG.
Yeah, and then Pratt also does like 2 seasons of the Terminal List.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
And Mercy, just continuing to make the most like boring movies fucking possible.
Yeah, 10 years later, he's making Mercy with Becky Ferguson.
I'm just playing Navy SEALs the rest of my life. That's what makes me happy.
He needs
okay, bro. Why don't you go fight then?
Yeah,
why don't you go fight overseas, Chris?
Damn, dude. Yeah, fuck Chris Pratt. Certainly,
it's getting close to bedtime. I gotta be up in 6 hours.
Certainly, fuck his character in this movie. Passengers,
kill him. Kill Jim.
Kill Jim. Our first space womas.
Yeah, you got a slate for me, buddy?
Oh, I got a slate.
Sally's Slate. Where can I find other movies like that?
So first up, I picked a film that, to me, captures that 2010 sci-fi. That's not quite a home run, but a movie that I actually quite like. Ridley Scott's Prometheus.
Ooh, I've actually never seen Prometheus.
Really? I just feel like
I've seen Covenant.
Sure. I just think Alien is maybe in some ways, I think Alien is actually more influential than Star Wars in terms of the sci-fi genre. In terms of
the sci-fi genre, yes.
Taking like random
60-year-old directors making shitty movies.
John Carter.
In the 2010s, yeah.
Valerian.
Or no.
But I feel like Prometheus is kind of the cool. It's the best. Obviously, it's fucking Ridley Scott making the movie, but it's kind of the best version of the 2010 sci-fi thing, even if it's still not entirely a home run. Then I have a movie here I haven't actually seen, but I want to check out. That's also in the kind of 2010 sci-fi vein. Joe Kosinski's Oblivion with Cruise.
I would like to see that movie also. I've never seen Oblivion.
So that's 2013, and that's kind of in my head. It's kind of related to Passengers because it's about a guy who Jack Harper is Cruise's character, and he's a repairman on Earth, basically left alone, kind of like Wall-E. Because there was a war with aliens.
He would be the one left on Earth.
And basically, he wants to go join his fellow survivors on the colony off of Earth, and then some shit happens. But that feels like an actual fun movie to check out, and I can't imagine. I feel like Cruise wasn't phoning that in. It's probably pretty good.
No, he's not really phoned anything in.
No.
Honestly, he's pretty good for that.
And then last slate pick here, I got another film that had a promising trailer and just ended up being kind of a scary incel movie. Don't worry, darling.
Wow.
You got it.
Yeah.
Which we saw together with our girlfriends.
I vividly remember when that movie has the reveal of what what it is.
Yeah.
You and I turned to each other and be like, what the fuck?
It was
like,
terrible.
holy shit. Wait, this is the twist?
Oh my God. Yeah, check it out for yourself. Alice.
I got to explain to my boss at the Spit Gate the other day.
They had never heard of it?
No, they never heard of it.
Wow.
He definitely fucking spit on Chris Pine.
Oh, totally.
Oh, and this is a perfect segue. I think that Chris Pine would have been the perfect role in this movie. That they cast the wrong Chris. So I think he's handsome and charming enough, and also like kind of like older than her in a kind of interesting way where that is interesting kind of dynamic. She's like a young woman in her 20s. He's maybe like a silver fox already.
And there's something scary about Pine.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Like he could be a serial killer.
Yeah, a little more psychological. I haven't seen Chris Pine since Wrinkle in Time. Shit.
He's got something coming out. He's starring with the Emma Stone in a new romantic comedy.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's a good pairing. And it's directed by her husband, the guy from SNL who did the Briggs v. Bear. So I'm like, yeah, that would probably be interesting choice.
We'll keep an eye out for it.
Yeah. Now, Sam, here's my hypothetical.
Here we go.
You can sit in the ship
Yeah.
by yourself,
Sure.
no one else awake, and choose to kill yourself.
Yes,
Kill yourself.
I'm killing myself.
Kill yourself. Or you can wake me up and you and I are going to watch Shelf Warmers, or we're going to watch Passengers together. Which one you choosing, buddy?
Honestly, if we really were on this ship, I would wake you up and watch Passengers. I would have much rather watched this movie with you than kill myself. What about you?
That would generally be so much worse if you weren't like, oh, Andrew, I woke you up because you're my best friend, and I just need you to get through these next couple decades together. Versus you being like, yeah, I woke you up so we can watch Passengers.
Dude, look what I have. I have
Passengers on Blu-ray.
I have Passengers and Anatomy of a Fall.
Bro, they only have a 4K player here. They didn't remaster it.
Maybe I could put you back to
4K.
sleep.
Put me in the med bay, bro. Put me in the med pod.
There's no takebacks.
Yeah, I'm killing myself.
No, wait. So if you kill yourself and I wake you up, do we still get to watch Passengers in my theoretical, or?
I think you wake me up and then I smash my head in the glass until I smash through and I get sucked into space and die.
Michael Sheen style.
Michael Sheen style.
All right. Well, this was Passengers.
This is Passengers. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, rate, and review on any podcast app. Engage with us. Tell us your friends about us if you like the pod.
Yep.
We like you guys, so we hope you like the pod. We hope this was a good one. Feels like a good one.
Felt
Passengers.
good.
Space Warmers continuing this month through March 2026. Thank you for listening as always, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you next week for Valerian.
1,000 cities.
Because the wedding.
Bye.
They used because in the trailer.
Yeah, man, I know.
Oh, you knew.
Thank you for listening to Shelf Warmers. If you have suggestions for films to take off the shelf, make sure to follow us at shelfwarmers.podcast or email us at shelfwarmerspod@gmail.com. New episodes out every Friday.